Marion County Trail could be the best value in bourbon-themed travel in Kentucky. You'll experience one of the Kentucky Bourbon Trail's crown jewels, one of the Bourbon Trail Craft Tour's top-rated stops, and something you can't find anywhere else. Organized tours of a bourbon barrel manufacturing facility, all in one place. It's the Marion County Trail. Take your time to tour, dine, shop, and stay all along the way. Explore world-famous Maker's Mark, a hot ticket item on the Kentucky Bourbon Trail. Limestone Branch Distillery, home of world-famous and one of the top-rated stops on the Kentucky Bourbon Trail Craft Tour. Kentucky Cooperage, the sprawling plant where the thriving bourbon industry's barrels are hand-built and seared with fire for bourbon aging flavor. And Lebanon, home of wonderful dining opportunities from home-cooked to chef-driven. Unique shopping opportunities, nowhere else to be found murals for your selfies, and overnight accommodations that range from traditional to bed and breakfast to bourbon-themed. Go to visitlebanonky.com for more details. Lebanon Tourist and Convention Commission, 270-692-0021.
It's the Bow Brothers for Two Shots on a Barrel. We can't thank you enough for joining in and listening to our show today. We do want to remind you, go out there and give us a review. Isn't that important, J-Bo?
It's very important for us to grow and to reach a larger audience, so please do it for us.
We got a cool thing out on Facebook. We got a Facebook group you can join. You can follow along with all kinds of crazy stuff that you put out there.
That's just the way it is. It's fun. It's good times. It's private, so we don't share anything off that page. It's strictly right there on Two Shots on a Barrel fan page.
Yeah, another cool thing we got, we have some fantastic sponsors we'll showcase throughout the show today, and we want to appreciate and show our respect for all of those. And for more information on that, you'll be able to catch the ad or go to our Facebook page and check those out. There you go. All right, it's without further ado, Two Shots on a Barrel podcast.
Old boys ain't much for working. 2 shots on a barrel and they're talking about bourbon, talking about a few other things that they don't know. If you've got a question, no need to ask. They don't have a clue, so raise your glass. Take a sip with the Bow Brothers. Now it's on with the show. From the heart of central Kentucky, the bourbon capital of the world, it's Two Shots on a Barrel with your host, a couple of hot shots of their own, the Bow Brothers.
Well, J-Bo, welcome back to Two Shots. Some things never change. We haven't done a show in like 6 months, and you come back and you're instantly coughing.
It's something about
to
this
start
place.
a show.
I think it's. I'm just so excited to see all my bourbon bottles and get to see you again. I don't get to see you a whole lot anymore, but it's good to be back with you and. And there's nothing like being in the Big Papa's, studio here at Lebanon Health and Fitness.
Yeah, thanks to Big Papa's. By the way, I was at Big Papa's last night for the
you sure were
for the big singing competition, and was needing a cigar. I was just needing one, and you were supposed to be coming there, so I thought, I'll just text J-Bo and say, J-Bo, just bring me a cigar on your way.
Right.
And then you make out like you didn't have any.
I did.
Then you ended up finding one today, which was a total lie last night. And then you didn't even show up to Big Papa's.
Look, somebody's got to run the sports center at night for the pickleball. Our guest to see me out there, she can vouch for me.
I know, and she could kick your butt too.
Absolutely.
But anyway,
most people can.
Yeah. Well, it's good to be back in the Big Papa's Smokehouse, Two Shots on a Barrel studio. It's been a while, and I cannot get into the why because it's I just can't.
We can do like 30 shows on that, but we got bigger fish to fry today.
We've got 2 big fish today.
Yes,
I mean big fish. We welcome into the studio 2 UK legends who just happen to be father and daughter. We welcome in Anthony and Makayla Epps.
Woo!
Welcome, guys.
Oh my goodness, it's good to see you guys in the studio. It's kind of like one of those things. There's certain people you never thought would grace us with their presence in the Big Papa studio, and these two.
Wait a minute.
I never thought these are like superheroes.
But they were 2 that I never would put on the will not come to 2 shots.
No, man, I think of UK players as, even with Kenny Walker when he came, I could not believe.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a superhero fan when it comes to UK athletics, man. Anybody in UK, man, I think highly of them. And these two, man, gosh, used to watch him on TV, do his
thing. Used to watch her on TV.
Yes.
I mean, and here's the crazy thing. 1993 is when Anthony Epps won a state championship at Marion County High School. And then it was 20 years later, that Makayla Epps led her Marion County Lady Knights to a state championship.
You called that game, didn't you?
Yes. Yes. You talk about...
I was in the stands.
I was man. But let's talk about you two guys. I mean, incredible. Both of you, incredible careers in your own right. I mean, how many other father-daughter combinations could say they have done what this combination has done?
Zero.
No. Zero.
Zero. And just to go back to the state tournament, Makayla was there 4 years in a row. So they could easily had 4 in a row. But I think it was intervention, God stepped in and said, let's keep it at 2013 and keep it 20 years apart. It's something special with the 20 years apart because we're 20 years apart.
Yeah.
As well.
Yeah.
I just turned 50 and she just turned 30, so we're 20 years apart.
Epps, you're catching me, man.
One thing about it, I'm catching you, but I would never catch you.
That's true. That's true. So, golly, I remember following of course, the 1993 state championship team. I followed Makayla through those 4 state tournament performances. Just an incredible run. Let me ask you this, and I'll start with you, Anthony. You guys were talented.
Right.
You guys had some incredible talent. Which was the bigger challenge? You guys winning a state tournament, or the pressure of Makayla's team, who had been there 3 times prior without the hardware,
right,
and then had to go that 4th time and darn good, undefeated going into it. Who had the toughest pressure?
I would say that we had the toughest pressure, being that we had lost the 2 previous games to the same team. Lexington Dunbar had beat us twice. Mm-hmm. We was a little country boys, so they knew we were good after winning the LIT, but I don't think the state knew how good we really were. And then, once we get there and, Christian County comes out the first game, 1 versus 2, everybody talks it up. We kind of give them the BTA.
Mm-hmm.
Then Warren Central was not really the toughest game for us, so we get that one. Then you get into the semifinals, and you got Louisville Male with Jason Osborne.
Oh, yeah.
Tough matchup for anybody. And they played really well, but we had some guys step up to get us over the hump, to get us to the finals. And then, Saturday night was just a blast when you come out on the court. You got 20,000 people in the stands. I would say 19,000 was probably from Marion County.
Oh, yeah.
Whoever stayed home missed out.
Yeah.
But just, knowing that you had to beat that team that had beaten you twice and to be down at halftime. And I know a lot of people like, well, here we go again. But something just clicked at halftime. Coaches gave a great speech. We just stepped up to the challenges of what we had to do because we felt like we was the better team, but we just had to prove it, and we had a half to do it, and we succeeded. With Makayla and them, I think they had a lot more pressure the first couple of years because they were young, and getting there in the state at the time was really, really talented. But by the time they were seniors, they went out. It was just unbelievable the things they did on the court.
Oh, yeah.
I remember one game, I think they almost scored 100 points at halftime. It was like 70-something to 12 at halftime. And, just what, you had Makayla, you had Kyvan, you had Patrice Tongue. Shakyla Gooden didn't get a lot of credit, but she's a defensive guru, could rebound the basketball. You had Haley Howard coming off the bench, Logan Powell,
Alexis Calhoun. Yeah.
You can go on and on. So I think more pressure was on Trent Milby.
Yeah.
to get that victory that it was on the girls.
Yeah.
And the girls made it easy. They would tell us, we got this.
Yeah.
You know, back in '93, nobody was saying we got this. We was like,
Yeah.
we better get this. It's a big difference. But it was a joy for me because I got to play in '93 and coach in 2013. So I got to see both sides of the fence. And it's just tremendous. My biggest thrill was just the support from the community.
It's in both cases.
Yes.
When you guys were making your run, when Makayla was making her run. Makayla, you talk about this. That's the one thing. Marion County shows up. When you got teams like that, Marion County shows up. Both cases. And it had to feel good when you guys were there and look out and see the crowd and just like, holy cow.
Oh, yeah, man. Diddle was rocking. That's one of my most cherished memories. Even at 30, back in my younger days, like I'll never forget being in the middle of Diddle Arena looking around and seeing what felt like all of Marion County down there. You know what I'm saying? We turned Diddle Arena into the Roby Dome. That's what it felt like. It was really rocking in there. I'll never forget it. I had my brothers. They were smaller in the student section. I still see all the pictures of everybody and stuff like that. So definitely, like you said, and I see pictures from back when Pops and them won it back in '93. I've seen pictures. And just crazy that the community does really come together, even like in the softball and the baseball little leagues that we've had and tournament winners and stuff like that. The community shows support. And I love that for everybody, and I definitely have loved that, for him when he had his run and for me when I had my run.
So let me ask you a question, Makayla. You guys both were point guards. When I think about Anthony and when I think about you, the one common thread is just the intelligent. And it's not, just the intelligence of you guys on the court. I always said that, Anthony was always one step ahead of everybody else. You played the same way. But if there was just one thing you could point that was maybe different in your game and Pops's game, what would you point to?
On a joking but serious manner, he played with a lot more talent than me.
Really?
He played with a lot of talent, man.
Really?
Not saying that my teammates were not talented.
I'm
not discrediting my teammates at all.
I misunderstood
you
there.
You got to think of who he played with. Not discrediting mine, but he played. His high school talent was really good. My high school talent was really good too. We were young, but we were talented.
Yeah.
I feel like he had a really good squad. Yeah. Obviously, when he got to Kentucky, he's on the '96 Untouchables. He's got Walt. He's got DA. He's got Shep. He's got
all-star team.
He's playing with a lot of talent.
Yeah.
So and then he's so sound at the point guard.
Yeah.
He's so sound. So, not saying again, I never discredited my teammates because without them there is no me. So, I played with talented too, but I played with people who really knew and accepted their role. Also,
sure.
They knew that I was the captain of the ship per se. And everybody fit and played off me. For him, I have not seen a lot of clips, but from what I have seen, he was a great facilitator because he had great scores. So he didn't have to do necessarily as much scoring at times that I've had to do in my career.
Yeah.
Very capable. I'm sure he could put the team on his back. Again, ball's in his hands. He's a point guard, so that's putting the team on your back. That's putting the team on your back in a different sense. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, again, I just feel like the only difference truly between me and him is I've had to possibly score more, because my team hasn't been as talented, but when you're dishing that ball to DA and Walter McCarty, my goodness,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like I said, 96 national championship point guard, that speaks volumes in itself.
Absolutely. He one-ups you on that one.
He definitely one-ups me on that one. Absolutely.
That is the only way I one-up or two is a national championship when you look at career. But when I sit back and try to compare the two, the IQ was there. We both had a high IQ.
100%.
I consider myself the general of knowing where everybody was supposed to be. If Tony hadn't got a shot in the way I know, I got to find a way to get Tony a shot.
Yeah,
that's my point guard thinking. Makayla, what I used to love about her is she was so strong.
Oh yeah,
going to the basket, she was so strong. I'm gonna give a shout out to my guy Armand Wilson. He's from Louisville, been around girls basketball super long time, a great dude. And I remember when Manuel came down to play us at the Roby Dome, and Makayla was coming out the gates. going to a right, killing him, going to a right, killing him. And I'm sitting beside him. Like I say, he's my guy. And he yells, "Make her go left." I said, "Armand, if you don't have to go left, you don't have to. They better learn how to stop her going right before they worry about trying to make her go left."
Yeah.
And I think she ended up with like 30 or 40 points in the Roby Dome was rocking that night. But that's what I love so much about watching her is, you know, they always said she had a weakness, but you never could take her strengths from her.
Ah, I love that.
You know,
love that quote.
When you're just watching the game of basketball. My thing, when I got to UK high school, I scored over 2,000 points. When I got to UK, I had to turn into a facilitator.
Yeah.
You know, I had to change my game. I had people from back home like, "Why you don't shoot so much?" Because I want to be on the floor. He doesn't need me to score.
Right.
He goes out and gets scores, but he needs somebody to facilitate. You know, for 2.5 years, I fought for a position. Freshman year, I hardly got to play. Sophomore year, Travis Ford graduates. I think it's my time. He moves somebody else in.
Yeah.
Junior year, here come Wayne Turner.
Yeah.
You know, he tried Tony Duck at point guard.
It seemed like maybe even Jeff.
Jeff
did it.
Shepard,
Yeah.
Allen Edwards. He tried everybody, but it always came back to the only way we're going to get to where we want to go, I have to play Anthony because he plays the position the way that I want him to play. That's, you know, Rick Pitino was a point guard, so I just try to play through him.
Yeah.
But I think it's the biggest two between us is I was more of a facilitator general, and she was a scorer. But like I say, she was so strong and so fun to watch.
Yeah. At what age, Makayla, and Jeremy, jump in because, man, I'm a kid in the candy store talking to these two legends. But at what point, at what age, and I know you started playing young, but at what point maybe can you remember it's like, I'm a basketball player. This is going to be me.
I'm not going to lie to you. One thing I used to love growing up that I wish they did now, and I understand kind of why maybe that they don't do it anymore, but I'm not going to lie to you, man. Growing up, when I would see my name in the newspaper every week for the Little League games, they used to put us in the sports section. No joking, no BS. I would look, and it would say, like, M. Epps, and it would have, like, 29. M. Epps, 31, or whatever the case may be in Little League. And, like, again, I grew up with boys, so – you know, we're outside right down the street, Hamilton Heights. You know, I commend a lot of my upbringing and toughness and grit and stuff from, you know, just growing up, how I grew up and being around guys and being outside and playing the game. You know, that's the difference. You know, you ride around town right now, you don't really see kids outside playing the game.
You're right. You're right.
You know, you don't really see kids outside playing the game, but growing up, that's all I did. From the time I got up on my feet to the time I won in the house, I was playing the game. So, you know, just the little stuff like that. I grew up loving it. Like I said, Lebanon, we all grew up here. You know, there's nothing to do.
Yeah.
So basketball was my thing to do. So it was like, you know, I'm going to do this. And then again, I come from this. So, you know, it's got to be in me to where I could at least give it a try, probably make something out of it. And then, like I said, I was good at it. And I liked the fact that I was good at something, you know. Again, he was good at it. So then once I found out, you know, when I got to play middle school in the 5th grade, I was like, oh, you know, this is different. You don't see this often. You know, I gotta appreciate this, and I did. You know, like I said, I've been playing up my whole life, so you know, I played 7 years of high school basketball. Like, people probably wanted to check my birth certificate. Like, this girl been around forever, but
I'm sure they were like, when is Makayla
when's she gonna graduate? You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? But just a little stuff like that. It didn't take much. You know, I was a kid growing up in a small country town. Like, I was good at something, and I ran with it, and I'm glad I did.
And, you know, to jump on that, just to hear that part of it, I still remember the picture in the paper when she was in 6th grade at the free throw line. I think it was against Danville. They had this girl was about 6'3", looked like she was about 220, big girl down low. And then you had my little baby right beside her in the 6th grade, look puny. And I had to ask Trent Mill, I was like, man, are you sure about this? He was like, Epps, I've been around Takara Hayes. I see what Makayla has in her. She's going to be okay. I was like, well, I'm going to trust you.
Yeah.
So, you know, and to say that is a lot of credit goes to his vision.
Absolutely.
About what he's seen for Makayla and our girls program. You know, Sis Roby, Freddie Leathers, Trent Milby. There's been a lot of great coaches that lead that program. So I give a shout out to Trent for his vision and seeing something in Makayla early on to bring her up as a sixth grader to play varsity against those older girls. And, as she got older, it was a joy to watch, not only as a coach, but as a parent.
Oh, yeah.
Just to see her to do some of the things on the court. And I will say this, I think if she would have played soccer or softball in high school, she would have been pretty darn good at those too, because she played those coming up. Around here you got to play football, youth football, you got to play baseball, then you got to play basketball, youth sports. And it's just, tremendous. But there's been a lot of great athletes to come out of Marion County.
Absolutely.
That hadn't gotten the credit.
Oh, for sure. For sure. You mentioned that you were a guy that was the same way. And I really believe what you're saying about Makayla. I think she could have picked whatever sport and excelled at it. You were like that too, though. Right. I mean, you were a baseball guy. I hear the old stories of baseball, and I hear, of course, you played high school football.
Yep.
Thought about playing collegiately.
Yeah.
I mean, you were one of those guys that. I mean, so you kind of blazed that trail. That if Makayla wanted to, I feel 100% confident she would have been a great player.
Because she just had that. She had that drive to want to be good at it, and she enjoyed playing. I think I was the same way. I just enjoyed playing. I was very ultra competitive. I will say that. But I enjoyed playing all the sports. Yeah. Because you only get to do it one time. When you get to college, you got to lock in on one and get better at that. But in high school, I wish more kids would play multiple sports, because when it's over, you're going to wish you did.
Yeah. That's true. Now, look, you said she didn't play soccer or baseball, but she did. She came back. She coaches baseball. She coaches soccer. I think I saw you out there on soccer.
You saw me out there.
Yeah, I mean, look, she's giving back and doing things that maybe she didn't get to do back then, but she's doing it now. And she's kicking butt. All the kids love her and swarm her, and she's doing big things still.
Yeah, she has that natural draw to the youth, and I'm glad she's willing to give back. There's a lot of people who don't like to give their time. Time is valuable as you get older, so you want it for yourself. But to give back, I think it means more. It's more gratifying.
Oh yeah.
When was the first time, Makayla, that you realized my dad is a UK legend? Like, do you remember that time, or about one of those times where you could point to? It's like all these people coming up to him and asking for autographs, and still do it today. But do you remember a certain time? It's like, holy cow, my dad is a UK legend.
So in middle school, we had access to the internet and stuff like this, and I always remember that, like, I kind of started, like, figuring out who he was when, like, he wore a sweatband on his, like, forearm. Mm-hmm. And there's pictures of me in middle school. I wore a sweatband on my forearm. So, you know what I'm saying? I know exactly, like, where I got that from. I never would have just been doing that. You know what I'm saying? So around that middle school time, and being able to access and, like, see it and Google it and read it, we grew up, not, he's my dad, but I grew up in the house with my mom. So, we didn't have a lot of talks about, how was your career? And I was also younger, 11, 12. So that's not just a normal conversation you're having with your dad. But, just nonetheless, like I said, around that middle school time, and then, of course, like the high school time, and then, like, just being out with him and people swarming him. Kentucky fans truly are crazy, amazingly crazy, though. Because I can just recall plenty of times I've been out to eat in the public, or, they don't care to come up, interrupt you mid-stride, mid-bite. They don't care. They won't meet you. They want the picture. They want your granny to see it and everything, So, but, again, I knew him. Last name holds weight. So, growing up, I'm playing in them little league games, and you're going to be just like your daddy. You're going to be just like your daddy.
Yeah.
He had to be pretty good, because I feel like I'm pretty good at it. You know what I'm saying? So it was definitely known. It was definitely known.
J-Bo, say this with me.
What's that?
University of Kentucky. Say that.
University of Kentucky.
Hall of Fame.
Hall of Fame.
Makayla Epps.
And one badass tattoo.
Yeah.
That's all I gotta say.
Hey, I want to. When we come back, we're gonna take a break. But when we come back,
sure.
I want to talk about the Hall of Fame, your trip up to UK, and then I want to hear Pops talk about what it means to see that Epps kid in the UK Hall of Fame. So we're gonna do that when we come back. How about that?
Let's do it.
Yeah, good stuff, J-Bo. It's good to be back, man. It's good to be back.
Good to be back, buddy.
Come on, music. I'm just come on, J-Bo. This is your time where you're like, spilling just gook on everything. Go ahead.
Well, look, man, my biggest problem is you took my bottle of bourbon. I can't reach it. And,
Dude,
I'm short, man.
you are short.
That's it.
You are right.
That's it.
There's no doubt about that.
No, I'm a little rusty. We've been gone for a few months, but
You're always rusty.
that's true.
I mean, some things never change.
You're right, man.
All right, I think you did better that
All
time.
right, thank you, sir.
Exciting news for Two Shots on a Barrel. We have a brand new sponsor. Hey, this is Jimbo for Two Shots. Good Buddies Brewing Company, our newest sponsor. I got to tell you, they have it going on. Located in the heart of the bourbon country right here at 120 West Martin Luther King Avenue in Lebanon, Kentucky. All kinds of great craft pours, including many concoctions put together by master crafter Ray Osborne. He's also assisted by his beautiful bride, Beth Osborne. They are the newest and brightest in micro craft breweries in good old Kentucky. Make sure you go out to their Facebook page. You can easily find it at Good Buddies Brewing Company. And don't forget, when you're in town on the Bourbon Trail, to stop by Good Buddies Brewing Company. Again, located at 120 West Martin Luther King Avenue, Lebanon, Kentucky. Good Buddies Brewing Company. We're happy to have you as a sponsor right here on Two Shots on a Barrel. Pretty much comes a time in everybody's life where you need a good attorney. And Two Shots, we recommend the law office of Don L. McCauley.
Absolutely. If you want somebody to fight for your rights, man, I couldn't think of anybody better.
Criminal law, bankruptcy, you name it, Don McCauley, that's who you need to call. It is 692-0784 right here in Lebanon, Kentucky, located at 144 West Main Street in Lebanon.
We love Don McCauley, and you will too. Nice. There you go.
Back to the Big Papa's Smokehouse.
You think Makayla mentioned the
Studio.
time where I dunked on her in the new sports center? Think she'll bring that up?
I got to hear this story.
There is no story. There's no story.
Not a story. Is there video? Is
They
there
got video. They do have video in there.
Dude, I can't even touch the net. Come on.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, man.
So Makayla comes out there and hoops it up. Does she give you some pointers or anything like
I
that?
stay out of her way, man, because she's in there. When she steps through, it's business time.
No, I mean, listen, she's still playing the game, and she gotta take it as business.
It's business, and then the kids, and then she'll just kind of weasel out the back because they ran her out.
Ever so slightly.
And
Every
I do
time.
the same thing. I'm like following her. But yeah, man, she's business. When she hits the gym floor, it's serious. There's a Lanham kid, man. She beats the hell out of it. The poor kid. Yeah,
I love it.
I watch him shed 5 pounds in that hour-long practice.
He on Pop's team.
Well,
Okay, all right.
Yeah, he's come over to us, Adrian.
yeah.
So I appreciate all she's doing for him.
Yeah,
Poor
heck yeah.
You know, and I know when she walks in the gym, because I used to work her and Jameson out in the strictly business for those 45 to an hour.
Yeah, man.
And it's competitive, and it's a lot of trash talking going on. So
Yeah, I love it.
I kind of feel for Adrian when he gets
Yeah. So I got to tell you something, J-Bo. I'm a little bit. I share in this excitement about Makayla being in the Hall of Fame.
Okay.
I was, there are few people that get to say that they coached Makayla Epps.
No way.
And I mean, seriously, we talked about Coach Milby. Yep. We talked about, obviously, Anthony and Booby and Coach Matthew Mitchell. I know that you mentioned.
Yep.
But I share in that field of great men who got to coach this young lady. And she's in the Hall of Fame. I'm a Hall of Fame. I coached the Hall of Famer, J-Bo.
Let's rewind to great coach part. Yes, all the rest were pretty good, but wait a minute.
No, but when she comes in as a fifth grader.
Fifth grade.
Yes.
So you got her to sixth grade, and she was in a.
Well, I got.
She got the sixth grade, Jay. Well, you're right.
Yeah.
She got
Yeah,
a varsity
she
team.
did. Yeah.
Hey,
So I
Yeah.
would
So
say great coach.
Yeah.
I guess
yeah.
so, man. Good job.
So I
Coach
just.
Reed, Dennis George.
Yeah,
Coach
yeah.
Reed, Dennis
Oh,
No.
Dennis George.
I just got to throw that in there. Okay. Now let's get to the Hall of Fame.
Got to take all the credit, don't you?
Well, I mean, listen, when there's not any other players I ever coached are in the University of Kentucky Hall of Fame.
Yeah, most
and
of them.
and listen, I'm gonna tout that when I can.
Absolutely.
Most of his are in prison. I'm just kidding. Sorry,
that's-
every other kid
Yeah.
in Marion County.
Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah.
All right.
Your Facebook and stuff's going to be blowing up.
Yeah.
Jay.
Yeah.
Did you hear what Jamer said about me?
It wouldn't be the first time that J-Bo said something stupid and our Facebook page blew up. He's pretty good at that. Hall of Fame, Makayla Epps. Tell me about it.
I just still so surreal. I mean, even still, I was exhausted all week at work. I kept telling people, I guess I was riding that high and that adrenaline all through last week leading up to the event. But just still so surreal. They tricked me into getting on the phone with Coach Mr. Barnhart, and to thinking I was doing something like this. They was like, oh yeah, he wants you on the podcast. And, I'm all for talking and chatting or whatever the case may be. So I get on there with Mr. B, and he's like, yada yada, Hall of Fame, and I'm like, whoa, man,
Yeah.
I can't even there's a lot going on right now, and like I said, people have been asking me how'd you get in there, and I'm like, I don't know the criteria, I don't know. All I know is there is a selection committee who I am forever grateful for going out on a limb and putting me in there. It all depends on who you talk to. It all depends on who you are. A lot of people thought past due, well deserved and stuff like that. I'm going to be brutally honest, I never thought Hall of Fame. I wasn't thinking that far for myself personally.
Mm-hmm.
For myself personally, I wasn't thinking Hall of Fame. I had a great career, I knew that.
Mm-hmm.
But, I'm a different type of being up top. I didn't win nothing. So, I walk around with a chip on my shoulder still about my career.
Mm-hmm. You probably heard that a couple of times from your
You know
dad.
what I'm saying? I didn't win nothing, and there's people, people are letting me know it, people commenting on there, but she didn't win, her dad won, and
Yeah.
he did, so that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. I don't know the criteria or who makes the decisions. I pray that he gets in there. He deserves to be in there. Like I said,
Right.
96 national championship point guard. That's the best team in Kentucky history. That's what everybody says. You got to put the captain of the ship, the general, in the hall.
You,
Hey,
know what I'm
you
saying?
don't have to sell it on me.
Absolutely. No, absolutely. And like I said, for me to get in there, like I said, very, very touted individual career. I will give myself that, absolutely. But like I said, Hall of Fame is so surreal. But like I said, it goes deeper than that for me because, it is a family legacy. He's national champion and a Hall of Famer.
Mm-hmm.
He's my father. I'm his daughter. Within the two of us, like I said, we got a short last name. It's a short one, Epps, EPPS, 4 letters. But it holds so much weight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It holds so much weight, and especially at the University of Kentucky in the blue and white, to the people in, Marion County and stuff like that. So, again, just so surreal. I turned 30, so I'm getting tender. Not old, but I'm getting tender. So, I turned 30. I didn't know what 30 would hold, but to get that call about being in the hall from Mr. Barnhart, just unbelievable. It was a phenomenal weekend. Like I said, having my dad in the building, grateful that he's still alive to be present and stuff like that. And obviously my mother, who's no longer here, would love to have her here.
Yeah.
We all know she would have came in here and really got to the bourbon and stuff like that. She, my good sis, would have had a ball. But a lot of credit to my parents, having my brothers in the building, my grandparents in the building, just real intimate people who have always been in my life, always supported me, always cheered me on. And then, one of my best guy friends for 10, 15 years, and Vincent Collins, was there for me. So, just an unreal weekend. I was in a very touted class. The class of 2025 is loaded.
Mm-hmm.
Carl Anthony Towns, Josh Hines Allen, Abby Cheek, Doug Flynn. I'm obsessed with Doug Flynn.
You're talking, yeah.
I'm obsessed with him.
Yeah.
The dual sport thing is very, very commendable and stuff like that. And then Sonya, not going to leave her out. So a very, very talented class. And like I said, I got in there pretty swiftly. You know, I just graduated in 17 from the University of Kentucky, and then to get in there in under 10 years, I mean, that's swift. And I'm proud of myself. I'm proud for my family. You know, I'm proud from where I come from, and just a great accolade, a phenomenal accolade. My best accolade, obviously, to my individual date.
That's awesome. Now let's rewind a little bit to being 30 and tender. Anthony, I just turned 50 as well.
Hey.
It's not tender anymore, is it?
No.
It's
and the kids ask me every day at school, Coach Epps, why you don't tie your shoes? I said, one day you'll find out. You know, I done got to the point I just slip my shoes on and I go. But
That's a fact.
But I got mine slipped on now. I do that at 30.
Oh, yeah, check us out, bro. I got flip-flops. I roll right out.
you know, to go back to what she said though is, you know, everybody puts stuff on winning.
Yeah.
You know, it's not always about winning. Look at the record books. Look at what she accomplished in her 4 years at UK, and then you will understand why she's in the Hall of Fame. You know, out of all the women that been at UK, she's one of the top 5 best players ever to wear the blue and white on the women's side. You know, Valerie Steele, one day Ryan Howard to be in there, Victoria Dunlap, Adia Mathis, and it goes on and on. So, you know, don't ask the question why because they didn't win a national title, because basketball is a team sport.
Mm-hmm. Right.
But she did everything that she could possibly do in those 4 years and gave it all. So she got in because she deserved it. You know, and that's what I've been telling people. You know, they was like, well, you deserve it. I said, it's not about me. You know, I won me a national title. I'll tell you who deserves to be in the Hall of Fame at UK? Walter McCarty.
Amen.
You know, one of my teammates. Had a great college career, did a lot for the university, and I've been saying that for a long time. He deserves to be in because he did so much. And his stats speaks for itself. And not only that, he went on and had a great career in the pros, but when you look at Makayla's stats, and I was just sat back in awe at the ceremony when they were saying, you know, what she ranked in every category was just, I was like, wow, I need to do a little bit more study myself to see what she actually did. You know, I knew she was a great player. I knew, you know, the points and all of that, but just the overall free throw makes, assists, you know, just go down 3-time SEC first team all-conference, you know, all-American. That's why she got in, because she deserved it. And I was so humbled to walk in, because when I walked in, it wasn't Anthony Epps. It was Makayla Epps' father. And that's the way everybody kind of talked to me. Like, I'm happy for your daughter. I know you're proud of her. Not once did they talk about what I did at UK.
It was all about Makayla.
It was all about Makayla.
That's awesome.
So to walk in that perspective of playing there, had a great career there, but walk in the door and it's about one of your kids, it meant a lot to me.
I'm sure it did.
Yeah.
Sure it did.
What about your brothers? I know they were just like so proud of you.
Jameson was like a superstar.
Oh man, I got all kinds of DMs about Hollywood Brown. That's what I'm calling him right now. That's Hollywood Brown. He was on the field, man. He's like, look at me, look how good I look on the jumbotron. I'm like, I see you, man. I see you.
I love it.
But you know, he is very handsome, and you know, he's still young and he's finding himself. But my brothers mean the world to me, you know, as do my other siblings. But you know, my brothers, them is the ones I physically grew up in home with. They're the ones who first made me big sis. You know, them as my mama's kids. So, you know, stuff like that, they mean the world to me, man. Like I said, they've been hyped. As soon as Jameson found out he was ready to find his suit, he was ready. He been ready for his suit. He had his suit on the week before. He had his suit on that morning, you know, and then our grandmother tailored his suit. So, special night. And then, you know, Jaren, he's a lot like Pops. They're relaxed. They're reserved. They laid back. They're not going to say a lot, but they're going to be proud for you. They're going to show up. They're going to support you and all that good stuff like that. So to be able to have them there, you know, front and center, you know, them as my boys. We've been through everything together. Like I said, they've been on them long bus rides. You know, Marion County, back when they was little, they was riding to and from them games with us. They've traveled to BG endlessly miles to come watch me play at Kentucky. They've gone to South Carolina and down in Gainesville to SEC tournaments and flew to Chicago for McDonald's All-American. So, they've been in the thick of it. They've came when I was in the WNBA. They've really been in the thick of it, and they still support me now at my semi-pro game. So, I love my brothers, and me and Jamison still get after it at the Sportsplex now. We work each other out. I work him out. And, it's just, like I said, I love the family I come from because, it's simply a family. I'm in contact with my brothers every day. I see Jamison every day. He's in my face every day. Or I'm in his face, however you want to look at it. One of us is in each other's face, and Jaren's in Lexington handling his business as a grown man should. And, like I said, the world to my brothers. They've always loved me, supported me. And, again, them is my mama's boys. So, them is my boys, too.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's
Good
awesome.
stuff. Now, I see you and Jamison. That's another kid that I see out there that you're dragging his ass all over the court. There's two kids I feel bad for. It's usually him and the Lanham kid. I'm like, what is she doing to him?
Yeah, they're relentless though, man.
Oh, they're tough.
They want it. It's never forced. So we're only, they want it. And like Jamison, he's still trying to pursue his career. So he's trying to get across the pond, as they say, or overseas right now. So he's very adamant. He does handle himself by himself. So again, he's talking to agents, putting film out there, sending film out there. He wants to go overseas. He wants to play, and I hope it happens for him. He's sitting around waiting for a call. That's why I said he's in my face, because he's sitting around waiting on that call. But I hope he gets that call, because I know he'll go over and do great things.
What about that semi-pro thing you were talking about?
Yep, absolutely. So I'm on Kentucky's first ever women's semi-pro team. This is my second year, and like I said, it brought me out of retirement. I hadn't officially retired, but I had stopped playing around for a little bit, playing with the guys and stuff like that. Stopped playing on concrete because I am getting older. It does affect the body differently and stuff like that. So, to be at, Kyvan, my girl Kyv, she actually put me on the game. She sent me a screenshot DM and put me in contact with Carla Booth. That's our founder from Hazard, Kentucky. And so a lot of our home games are in Hazard because Carla's our founder. They look out for us and stuff like that. But again, we got games we had games in Transy this year. We had a game in Frankfurt this year. So we're trying to get it back this way. I'm going to tell them next year to put it in my clause. I need at least 2 games in Marion County next year. Mm-hmm. I feel like we'd really fill it up between not just Marion County but the Tri-County indeed. So I'm definitely going to push for that next year to bring it to the central, the heart of Kentucky. And hopefully y'all can see that it is, it's WABA. So that's Women's American Basketball Association. You can look that up. 16 teams, and it's all girls who have played Division I, Division II, WNBA, JUCO, overseas. So it's not just willy-nilly, a bunch of older women getting together and playing. It's competitive, and cool. I have a blast. I have a blast. Last year I was all-star, 3-point champion, and newcomer of the year. This year I was selected as an all-star again. And we actually play this Sunday in Hazard. That's our playoff championship. If we win, we will go on to St. Louis the first weekend of October to the Final Four. If we lose, the season will sadly be over, but I'm looking forward to winning. I already took off from work.
Nice.
You still, I guess, communicate with some of those classmates from the team of 2013.
Absolutely.
You mentioned Kyvan.
That's my girl.
That's your girl. What an incredible athlete.
What a duo.
Yo, my
Absolutely.
goodness gracious.
What a duo.
Does Kyvan still hoop it up at all?
No, Kyv's knees, she had the injury-prone career, so she took a couple hard knock injuries, and she does not, but she coaches her ass off over at Campbellsville.
Yeah.
She does do that.
Yeah. It was, again, you just talk about the talent of the team. I'll never forget, I can't remember which I'm sure Epps can, which of the 4 state tournaments it was, but there was a picture of you and Booby laying on the floor as you had lost the game. Might have been to was that been to Emmanuel possibly?
Yes, I think it was a Final Four game.
And Coach Milby's there, and Trent just has a look of disbelief.
Right.
But you guys were on the ground. But that's a classic picture. I don't know if you've seen that in a while. But what makes it ever so sweet is knowing what would happen?
What would happen?
Yeah.
Yes,
I'm pretty sure that was junior year championship game because we played them in sophomore year Final Four game.
Yes,
and then
yeah.
junior year championship game.
Yeah.
Yep.
yeah, that
Yeah.
was like a nemesis.
Yep.
Yeah.
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 I think the junior year, I might have been in the stands that year. I don't think I was coaching.
Well, I know you were definitely in this picture.
Yeah.
You were definitely on the ground.
So it was probably the sophomore year,
Yeah.
losing the Final Four. The
Yeah.
junior year, I know I was in the stands,
Yeah.
up at the top, and then to come back out.
It's funny you mentioned Booby laying on the floor getting pictures like that because
All right, here we go.
dude, he does that every year. I beat him in fantasy football. Lays on the floor and just cries and cries.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you,
I mean, come on.
that's my golf guy on Saturday. So we meet up every Saturday.
Are
play
you
golf.
and Booby doing some golf?
Me-
I knew you had taken up some taking up
Booby,
golf.
Juke Bell, who's also from Marion County.
Yeah.
So J Boo, I'm gonna let him know that.
Let him know, man. Let him
He's
know,
always
man.
crying when he gets beat in fantasy.
And he hates losing to me, and it's just it's yearly.
Ask Booby when you're talking to him, Epps, about that year that J-Bo drafted like 3 kickers in about the first 5 rounds.
Why
Just
not,
ask
man?
him about
Why
that.
not? Still beat him,
Were you on the Bourbon?
dude. You know. I still beat him though, so it don't matter. You lie.
We loved having J-Bo in our league because it was bye week for everybody. You know, it's like
Look, I'm there
we got a W this week.
I'm there for a good time, man. That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah, J-Bo got tired of people making fun of him.
I got tired of beating Booby.
Yeah, I got you. Hey, we're going to come back, J-Bo, with some rapid fire. So I want you to think of some good rapid fire questions in our last segment with these 2 UK legends.
Did I ever tell you about the time I beat Makayla in pickleball?
Yeah.
He
Did you
beat
play
me in pickleball?
Were you on the state tournament team with Anthony and Makayla?
Yeah,
That's what I thought.
Should've been.
All right, we'll be back after this break.
So how is pickleball here? Because it's crazy.
Are you looking for a clean, fun podcast that you can relate to? Well, we've got it for you. Cross the Line. The 1524 originates out of Indiana. Former high school rivals, now our buddies sitting around a speakeasy bar, talking about common day events, common things. We keep it light, they keep it easy. It's a good time. Check out Cross the Line. 1524. You can find it on all the podcast apps and players. You can also check them out at crosstheline1524.com or check them out on Facebook, Cross the Line 1524.
Lisa Kearns doesn't want to just sell you a house. She wants to find you a home. If you've been thinking about making a move, she'd love to help. She knows you've got many choices when choosing a real estate agent, but not all agents are the same. Her clients are the heart of her business, and she takes pride in providing exceptional service, knowledge, and transparency while helping you navigate the real estate market. With her by your side every step of the way, she can assist you in real estate needs that make buying and selling a smooth, enjoyable process. Call Lisa Kearns, Realtor with Exit Realty Homestead, 270-402-4036.
For all your full-service auto repair needs, it's Big O Tires, 2 locations, Bardstown and Lebanon, J-Bo.
That's right. Billy Taft will take good care of you. Man, if you need new tires, new windshield wipers, whatever, Billy Taft has everything you need for your vehicle.
2 locations. If you're in town on the Bourbon Trail and tires messed up, whatever the case might be, you can stop in at Bardstown location or Lebanon. Give them a try. Billy Taft's the best in the business.
That's right. We love those guys. That's Big Old Tires of Bardstown and Lebanon.
I can't wait to. Booby is gonna.
I ain't scared of Booby.
No, but just
You remember that picture of Booby and his wife when they went to the SEC tournament? He was sitting there like,
Oh
this.
yeah, that was a classic. That was a classic.
That was the best picture ever.
That was good.
Look, pay $500, sit there like you're having a bad time. Come on.
Let's
go.
No, yeah, no, I do remember that.
Come on.
That was good. Oh Lord. Back to the Big Papa Smokehouse. 2 Shots on a Barrel studio. It's good to be back, J-Bo. Hanging out with a couple heavyweights.
We definitely are, man, and we're blessed to have them. That's for sure.
Yeah.
There's nothing like watching a dad's love for his kids. You know
what
pouring it out.
And the other thing these two qualify for, or I don't know what word I'm looking for, but when you're interviewing guests, you like to just be able to ask a question and then not be any like awkward silence or whatever. You ask either of these a question, and you never have to worry about them having trouble talking.
No,
both of them love to talk.
Yes,
both of them love to talk.
With that.
No, it's great for somebody that's interviewing guests.
Oh, it's great.
Are you kidding me?
Especially talking sports and just life.
Yeah, absolutely. I took 4 years. They made us at Kentucky too. We did 4 years of media training too. So I'm really good right here.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, you can come in anytime you want.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I'll be back.
Yeah,
that'd be awesome.
All right, rapid fire, J-Ball. I know you got a good one.
Who's your favorite? I was going to say country singer, but your favorite UK player this year?
Men or women?
Women.
Clara Strack.
Why is that?
She's tough, man. Obviously, I was up there this weekend, so I got to see the full team. They was practicing. One, I love Kenny Brooks. He's so good for the program. I wish him nothing but the best, and I feel like he's the best man that we could have chose for the women's side.
I feel like you would have been a great a Kenny Brooks kind of player.
That's my guy. Like I said, we're working on building a relationship. He locked in with me. I got his number, and he told me I ain't got to text everybody else now to come up where I can just text him. So cool. We're locked in. We're going to start bonding and building a relationship because he also coached one of my WNBA teammates in Ty Young. So we're going to all get together and rekindle and reminisce and talk good things about each other. So I'm looking forward to that. But back to Clara Strack, I went to more Kentucky women's games last year alone than I have since I've graduated.
Sounds familiar.
So, obviously more time and stuff like that, but just wanting to be back around the program too. No, not saying nothing negative or no shots at anybody from years back. Just, again, graduated, took a step back away from it. Now, it's a different breath of air. The new historical Memorial Coliseum is phenomenal. I'm so glad we got that. I'm glad to see women's basketball is starting to get the love and support and recognition that they deserve on all aspects, college and WNBA level. But, Clara Strack, I was at a game last year, and she was two assists off a triple-double.
Wow.
And that hasn't been done since I did it. So, I'm in the crowd telling them to leave her.
Yeah,
he's subbing her out. Leave her in,
Yeah.
But she's just phenomenal, man. She's long. They're so big this year. They're the second biggest team in the SEC, right behind South Carolina, of course. But they're the second biggest team in the SEC. And like I said, she's just tough. Somebody I would have loved to play with. Real heady. Got a good feel for the game. Got a great feet on the inside perimeter of the court and stuff like that. And you can just tell she likes to get better.
Yeah.
Anytime I see her, she's really getting after it, never really taking a rep off or nothing like that. Like I said, never really spoke to her on an individual standpoint, but, I'm just a fan. I'm a fan of her.
Good stuff. We went to father-son camp when Cal was around, and we walked downstairs and turned the corner, and there you are on the wall, painted.
Yeah.
Salem about shit his pants. He said, I know her.
Yeah.
Oh, it's awesome, man. He thinks the world of you.
Absolutely.
All right, rapid fire, Anthony Epps. I know you mentioned Walter McCarty. I agree with you. Walter was such an incredible part of that run in when you guys won the championship in '96. But I'm curious, and I don't want to put you on the spot, but I'm going to put you on the spot. If it's been a while since we've had a jersey raised in the rafters of Rupp Arena. In your estimation, if you could name up to 3 players that you believe should be considered, where would you go with that? And I know this is tough for you because you played with so many great players, and there's been great players since you were there at Kentucky.
Man, I wish I could see who's up there, who is up there. You may know that. I don't know right off the top of the head. Had they retired, though, 0?
I think Tony has been retired.
Tony has been retired.
I believe Tony has been. Do some research here, Jeff. Act like you're.
Yeah, because the rapid fire has now became
rapid
crawl. Rapid crawl.
Good job, Jim.
No, that's a great. That's a great question. Just to go through the history. We go I would say Sam Bowie. Is he up there?
Sam is not.
Sam is a former #1 draft pick.
Yeah.
Or #2 went before Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
You know, you hear all those stories. So I would say Sam Bowie.
I'm going to do a little research here.
Yeah, I believe everybody.
Let me throw a name out to you, and you just say
yay or nay.
Yay or nay. Keith Bogans.
Yay.
Okay.
If Keith Bogans never get hurt, Tubby wins another title. You heard it here first.
I 100% agree.
Tony is retired.
Tony is retired. What about Sam? Check that, Makayla.
Sam Bowie is retired.
Oh, well,
he is in the Raptors. Okay, well, there you go.
There's 2 good picks right there.
All right, so Keith Bogans, my understanding is not. What about Tayshaun? Is Tayshaun in the Raptors?
I don't think
Makayla?
Tayshaun
is not.
What about Tayshaun?
Tayshaun would be on the cusp, just for what he did. I would go back. Honestly, I would put the whole 1996 title team up there.
Mm-hmm.
If the NBA could give out gold jackets and Hall of Fame jackets for the Olympics, we could put the 96 team, up there. Is Mr. Wildcat.
Bill Kitely is in the Raptors.
Yep.
Okay. Wow.
Tell me your best, just to kind of like suspend rapid fire for real quick and just give you.
I was looking for a question like what J-Bo asked Makayla. So I'm already got hey baby, I got it. And then Jen was like in the Raptors. I'm like, oh shit, I can't remember. What's in the Raptors?
Tell me about Mr. Kitely. You looked like, to me, you seemed like you would have been one of Mr. Kitely's favorites.
Mr. Kitely, put it simple, held the program together. You get so many people away from home in a new environment with a coach that sit in your living room and tell you one thing, and then you get there, everything's different. You're not getting to do the things you did in high school as a player. You have to adjust to the team aspect. Coach P was really hard on us at the beginning. He broke you down, but he built you up. And early on, if you're not used to it, you're ready to flee. And then you just go talk to Mr. Kitely on a daily basis or whenever, and it made everything better. You know, he knew what to say when to say it.
So you're out on the edge, and Mr. Kitely, Mr. Bill Kitely would walk you back, basically.
Yes, he would walk you back, and the thing about it is, it was your mannerism, your body language. He knew when things was not right, and he knew the right things to say. Mm-hmm. You know, no matter who you are or when it was or when he seen you. And he always told me, he said, you was probably one of the smartest point guards that I've been around, and I think you're going to make a great coach one day.
Oh.
This one of his words while he was feeding me ate moon pie. There was a thing in his office was moon pies. And when I was at UK, I get in at 180 pounds, and Coach P told me I needed to lose weight. You know, I've been 180, 185 my whole high school career, playing football. I felt like I was tough as nails, built like a brick. And he tells me, you have to lose weight. You need to get down to 160 to be my type of point guard.
160.
Yeah, so I didn't know where I had 20 pounds to lose, and they didn't either. But it was so funny. This is where the moon pies come into play, because every day I would walk in and he was like, "Champ, did you eat today?" I was like, "Nah, not much, Mr. Kitely. I'm trying to get this weight down." He was like, "Here's a moon pie plate." don't tell Coach. So, you know, things like that. You know, he just always knew what to say, and he never met a person that he couldn't have a conversation with. No matter if you was a Louisville fan or anybody, if you met Mr. Kitely, you knew what made him so special. And he deserved the title of Mr. Wildcat because he was just that.
Wow. J-Bo, it's your turn.
All right, man. All right, my mic's
We'll forget about the Raptors.
Yeah, I'm about to ask AI.
All right. if NIL was around when you were here?
It would have been a game changer.
How many millions would you be sitting on?
We wouldn't be sitting here having this conversation with you guys until you did the beach. It's crazy, man. It's just, it's crazy. I'm not gonna say that I would have got mega millions, no, because you got your Arch Mannings and them guys. Your Flau'jae Johnsons on the women's side, and Paige Becker's getting that bag.
Mm-hmm.
But I definitely would have had my credible thousands. Probably would have been on the face of everything Lexington had to offer, stuff like that. Like Jasper Johnson, the Kentucky kid, I see he just dropped a promo today up there in the mall, either the Wildcat Warehouse or one of the Kentucky stores. They got his KY Till I Die everywhere. He dropped the big shirts, hoodies, crew necks. All of it's got Jasper Johnson 2 on it. Like I love that because he's gonna eat off that, And
Absolutely.
I've always been one of them people. Even when I played at Kentucky, I do think we deserve to be compensated. Now I never thought it would go this far.
Right.
I love that for everybody that is eating and changing their families' lives and stuff like that, because it's definitely happening out there on a wide scale. But like I said, back when I played, would have loved it. Especially my situation and stuff like that growing up. But again, my love for the game is what's always driven me to play. That's why, even like when it breaks down to like even my skills sessions and trainings that I do now, when I tell people my price, they're like, that's it? That's all? Yes, that's
really
it. That's all,
really
because it's not about the money.
Right.
It's not about the money for me. Like, I'm giving you my time. Like, I'm trying to help your son, daughter get better. Like, I don't do this because I'm trying to make mega millions. That's not where the mega millions is going to come in, But, like, I do it because I love to do it, and if anybody wants me to do it, then yes, let's do it. I got my credentials is all right. They're in good hands with me, so – I would have had a bag though, J-Bo. I would have had a bag.
I'm sure you would.
What's so funny about it now is, back then it was just a free education.
Yeah,
meant the world.
Couple meals a day
because you can get out of college and your family's not in debt.
Yep.
For the next 10 to 20 years to pay off college debt. But now NIL
definitely changed the game.
It's changed the game. I'm going to say this, and they're going to say, well, he's an old head. But for the positive, kids will be able to take care of their families.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
The negative, I think too many kids are jumping ship year after year to chase the money and not really realizing what college can give you in life.
Right.
Friendships, things like that. Adversity. When I was at UK, for a year I didn't play. It was some adversity I never felt in sports because I was always that guy. And then you get to college and you're just a guy.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And then you got to work. So one of the things I like to say is it's like cooking. You always cook it. I'd rather cook my own meal and constantly cook it until I get it to where I like it instead of eating off everybody else because they may cook it different than me. Hey, Jim's tastes good, but let me work on mine, and one day they're going to say, well, Anthony tastes good.
Right.
And it's just like sports. You got to give your craft. You got to give into it if you want something back.
Absolutely.
I keep thinking, you said Makayla's out there killing those kids, but if those kids were sitting at home, they're going to be so far behind.
Absolutely.
By not working on their craft. So then when they get out there and the lights come on, you're going to be shell-shocked.
Yep.
So you got to put your craft in when nobody's watching. You got to work on your dish to get the dish the way you want it, to where everybody would want to sit at the table and have some of yours.
Absolutely, man. That's right.
I guess it's my turn, and I had
Hey, be easy this time.
I know I'm going to.
Easy.
I had a little bit harder one that I was going to go with, and I was like, nah. The first time around, F's didn't like it too much, and I don't want to try it twice. So this is where I'm going to go this time.
Okay.
Your man, Mark Pope.
Yes.
Tell me about what's your feelings about Mark Pope?
Ecstatic.
Yeah.
First, I was shocked because I didn't think that he would be in the running when you have Rick Pitino, Calipari. It's like, who can we bring in? I didn't want Danny Hurley. I thought he was too brash, too cocky. Coach at Baylor.
Yeah, Scott Drew.
great coach. I don't think he was what Kentucky needed. And then we started to hear words within our players group, former players group, of Pope's name, and I was like, I don't think Miss Barnhart would pull that one.
Yeah.
And I think he shocked everybody by pulling that. But by knowing Pope, he is great for that position because he is a Kentucky guy through and through by playing there. And he is a basketball genius with his intelligence, unbelievable basketball mind, and just the way he presents himself. You know, it's not about him. It's about the team. It's about the Commonwealth. He's starting to bring all the former players back. I think when Cal was there towards the end, we kind of got away from that. Cal was more about Cal's guys and not the tradition. Pope is about the tradition, so he wants guys to start coming back. And I know Makayla said something earlier, and I chuckled because she said she went to more games last year than she's been in a while. I can say the same. I went to like 2 or 3 games last year, and it's probably more than I've been in the past 10 years. So it's great to be back. It's great to have Pope there doing what he does, invite our brothers, because it's what we are. We're brothers. Inviting the brotherhood back into the tradition.
I love it.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, I love it. All right, I am going to piggyback on my question because I got to ask you. Past or present, UK basketball player. Past or present, you ask them, let's go out to dinner. Who's it going to be?
To sit down to have a conversation
Just
with.
to sit down, have a Jeff Ruby's humongous, beautiful steak, and just talk life, basketball, whatever. Who would that go-to guy, past or present, be? UK basketball player.
I'm going to go with 2. Jack Goose Givens. And I know the Goose, but I never had a chance to sit down and
pick his brain about life.
His brain and just talk.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to go with my guy, Ray John Rondo.
Yeah.
I been a former point guard. I would love to sit down and see what he was thinking on the court at times. When you listen to him talk and just his former pro teammates, you know what type of guy he was. But to hear him, because I remember one thing he said, if I ever team up with LeBron, we'll win a championship just because of our basketball prowess.
Yeah.
And then when they got together with the Lakers, they won. And it wasn't because of what Ray John did offensively. It's because of the way he would break down film to be prepared defensively.
Yeah.
So he's one of the guys I would love to sit down with as a former PG.
Yeah.
I love my PGs, man.
Oh, yeah.
All these big guys get all the credit. But all you got to do is run the floor and get on the block. As a PG, you got to know where the other 4 got to be on every single play.
Yeah.
That's what makes PG so special.
Can you imagine? I mean, in my opinion, Epps is one of the great minds of basketball.
I can win with this group.
Yeah.
Well,
You
hold on.
give me this group right here, I can win because all we need is one more. You give me Booby in the middle.
Oh, Lord.
J Boo, you run to the corner. If you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't. But just keep running to the corner.
I'm just going to do it. I might not make it to the corner.
I'm telling you, a good PG can find a way to win.
Yeah, man.
Can find a way to win or give yourself a chance at the end.
And he's not lying. He used to shock the hell out of me in high school practice. It would be him, Booby, okay, and they're older age. Now I'm in high school and I think I'm the one, me. It'd be him, Booby, and two or 3 7th graders or 8th graders, and they kick our ass up and down the court.
I'll tell you when I always knew Anthony Epps had just intellectually on the court was just heads above everybody. But when I realized just how smart as a coach he was in Marion County High School when he took a team with the likes of Josh Brockman and
Kendrick Knox,
and
Douglas.
Some of those guys
man.
who I don't know how many games they won the prior year. Not very many.
Yes.
And Epps comes in there, and he makes this team into a winning team. And I look down on the sideline and said, by this time it's the postseason, and it's Boo Brewer and Anthony Epps coaching against each other. And I'm thinking there is no way that this team should be in this position, and there's only one reason they are, and that's because Anthony Epps is the head coach.
Absolutely.
And that's when I realized this guy could take, the old saying is, I can beat you with my team, or I could take your team and coach them and beat you.
Absolutely.
And that's what he can do.
And that was, speaking of that, I remember the year before, Josh Brockman only averaged maybe 2 points, never got to play. And then at the end of the year, he just thanked me for giving him a chance because I see something in him, and he had an unbelievable senior year. We beat Coach Davis in the district, in the first round of the district here at Marion County to get to the region. But if you treat people the right way and make them believe, they would do anything for you. And I just had a group of guys at that time that was hungry to win. Mm-hmm. And, love his heart to death. The best shooter I probably ever coached, Kendrick Knopp, got hurt the first game towards ACL. Mm-hmm. His mom and dad and them, it broke their heart. It broke my heart. But he didn't go to the crowd. He stayed around the team the whole year. Mm-hmm. And he became like a coach. And I think he did it because of the connection that we had. He could easily went in the crowd and been in the student section, but he stayed around. And that was one of the best years of my life coaching basketball.
You made a believer out of me.
That group of guys.
That year. J-Bo, it's your turn.
All right. Makayla Epps.
Yeah.
You ready for this?
Let's do it.
Little League basketball.
Yep.
Why is this so damn crazy? Oh, my gosh. These dads.
Are we talking about Little League now or Little League when
today,
Makayla played?
Today. She's in the heat of it.
Yeah.
We have they're adding little bitties this year.
I heard they're having a Pee-wee League. Is that right?
Yeah.
My little bitty is playing.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, he don't got a clue, but it's all right.
That's okay. That's all right.
We're learning.
That would be the biggest crowd you have.
Oh,
it will be.
And it'll be rocking
because
at 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yes.
Rocking.
Yes.
I run a league in Campbellsville for our youth, and we do pre-K through 1, and it's the best time of my day.
Love it. I love it.
Just one constant, America's funniest videos.
Yes.
Yeah. Go ahead.
So some of these coaches, are dead serious on these little kids, and a few of them get kicked out.
Yep.
What do you think about that?
I enjoy Little League. I like doing the older kids just because I like holding them more so accountable, teaching them.
Right.
And I do the same with the younger kids at Glasscock, which now I'm loving that it's all going to be at the Sportsplex. But last year was at Glasscock. So, teaching them, stop, walk,
Right.
you got to dribble, throwing the ball in bounds correctly. So it's all just a learning process. But the parents do get crazy. And, I've personally never had to throw a parent out, and I love that. I personally don't get picked on. Like, I'm going to tell you one thing. Them parents be on Marmar.
They
parents
are.
be on Marmar, Scott.
Good gosh, man.
I'm going to say it now while we're on the record, too. If I got a ref for Marmar this year, I need an extra $10. I need an extra $10 because I'm going to have to work harder. I'm going to have to work harder. So while we on the record, I need an extra $10 every game I got with Marmar this year.
That's awesome.
Because I'm going to be hustling for
sure. Since I'm out there at the center, I'll be the guy to have to escort people out. So you got my back, right?
You better get in the weight room.
Oh, my gosh.
You better start going to the weight room downstairs.
My gosh.
The biggest problem is parents, man. They living through the kids, and they understand the kids are out there having a grand old time, and they're up there ready to kill somebody.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
It's really gotten out of hand. I mean, you why would you want to be an official these days?
It's wrong.
I mean,
it's wrong.
It's just the way that the parents are. I mean, it's just crazy.
She pulls the double duty. She does the ref and the
I'm going to say nobody's going to mess with Makayla Epps.
Nah.
I mean, that's just I don't see that happening.
Not too much.
I just got a text.
Oh no.
My guy, Booby Spalding.
Yes.
I texted him about you killing him. He said, you know better. I made him quit. Now the truth comes out, baby. Now the truth comes out.
That's it.
I had to text him and be like, man, I know you ain't getting killed like that.
Yeah, listen, it's easy for you to smack talk when Booby ain't here. You ought to know Epps is going to reach out to him and get the real story.
We ain't got to wait to the golf course to get this information.
Yeah. He's a good dude, man, but he's funny to beat. That's for sure.
Guys, we got to do this again. It's from the man. I am so proud of you, Makayla Epps.
Absolutely.
You and I know. So here's the deal. I know how hard you worked to be in the position that you were in. You were talented, absolutely, no doubt about it. God-given talent. But sometimes that's not enough, and you got in there. You worked hard every day, and you deserve it. You kind of wishy-washily said, like, I don't know how they did this. Bull crap! You deserve to be in. There's no wishy-washy about it, and I'm just so happy for you. And UK Hall of Fame, congratulations. I am so proud of you, kid.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Like I said, the biggest accolade of mine individually to date. And like I said, I mean, the Hall of Fame is a one-on-one type thing. So, I am now in a class of my own. And one of my best guy friends said, you know what this means now? And I was like, what's that? He was like, the price done went up. And I was like, all right, well, whatever that means, I guess the price done went up. He was like, you're in a league of your own, kid.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta,
awesome.
You deserve that. So, like I said, very humble though, because it is, like I said, very, very surreal. But very deserving too. Absolutely.
Yes, indeed.
And Epps, you're my man.
And I got something for you guys.
What you got, brother?
What are y'all doing for Ham Day? So y'all gonna be setting up for Ham Days.
What's going on?
So that's a great point. Ham Days right here, man.
Shot back at you.
It's right here. I'm sure, number one, the studio is available. So if you guys just need a place to come and hide out, we'll give you the code, and you just come up here and like chill out, and get away from everybody. But so this year I'm excited. I will say this: we did form the Love Like Caroline Foundation.
Okay.
And it's a foundation that's going to help in Caroline's memory, my beautiful daughter, that it's going to go to support missionary work.
Gotcha.
Those that want to go help those less fortunate to get to know Jesus Christ. And it was such an important thing to Caroline. Just in her 26 years, she went on 4 mission trips to foreign countries to help those that were less fortunate, and that's when she felt truly the love of Jesus. And so we're going to be, we formed the Love Like Caroline Foundation. We're going to have a table set up at Ham Days. We're selling bracelets. I've got my Love Like Caroline pink bracelet. I should have brought you guys one today.
Awesome.
And I've got my our homemade bracelets. I've gotten to be an expert. I don't, J-Bo, don't make this about you. But I've got an expert, Epps, in making these bead bracelets.
Okay,
I never thought I would be making beaded bracelets, but that's one of the ways that Caroline would raise money. She would sell these bracelets, sell T-shirts to fund, because it costs a lot of money to go on these mission trips.
Absolutely.
So the Love Like Caroline Foundation is going to help support those especially students, young people that are going to spread the word of Jesus. And so we'll be set up.
Awesome.
We'll have beads. If you're in town, make sure you stop by and see our booth. So what is this nonsense you're doing over there?
Look, man, everything I'm doing at Ham Days is nothing compared to what Jim's doing. That's top notch stuff right there.
Yes, sir. What do you have on your plans?
Every damn thing you think of at Ham Days. And just about 99% of the MC work, I'll be on the stage, and I was told I got to hold a pig this year. That's going to go over real well.
You got to hold a pig?
That's what I told. Is it real? What if it does its business on me,
dude? I mean, you're gonna hold a pig. Pigs don't smell very good. Number one.
No.
Look,
and then they'll probably grease it up on you, and then it'll be running through Main Street, and you'll be like, "There's J-Bo chasing his pig."
And you act like it's any different from the interviewing the 3 or 4-year-olds.
Nah, have you ever seen him do that, Epps? No. I mean, he interviews, and these kids, of course, are screaming. They're like,
they hate me.
Yeah. And he's out there doing it, and the bank sponsors it because I want to see this every year.
The best ever is when I bought these embroidered piggy pants. All right, pink. This little kid got up off of me and walked off. And I looked down, and there's a brown streak going all the way down my leg. Oh, it was awful, dude.
Oh man,
it was awful.
So do you usually make the Ham Days track apps?
I really haven't in the past several years. You know, I guess when you grow up around it, you get it. You just like, okay, it's another.
Yeah.
Another weekend
Like the people at the Kentucky Derby in
Yes.
Louisville, they're like, it's just the Kentucky Derby.
But to us, it means everything.
Yeah.
But I think now that, you know, we have lost so many family members over the years, and like ham days and stuff like that is when people come back home. So I think I do need to get back and just see those people.
Yeah.
You know, because this is home.
Amen.
Get back more often to home.
Yeah.
Like I say, when you lose family, it makes it tough to even want to come back at times.
Yeah.
But you know I have to. As part of the journey, part of the process. There's a lot of people in this community that I look up to and fond of because of the support they gave me, not only at Marion County but at UK, and just coming back and seeing those people, you know, means the world to me. I get a chance to work with Coach Davis every day. When I go golfing at Rosewood, I go past Coach Mark's house.
Oh,
you know,
legend.
And he's always on the balcony yelling at me because I'm probably gonna hit one in his yard. I see Coach McKay all the time over at Campbellsville because he comes over. He goes to church over at First Baptist. Had got a chance to see Coach Wright a lot, and just the colleagues and people you grow up with, and you know everybody comes home. But as you get older, you know that when it gets dark, it's time to go, because it's when all your youngest your youngest come out, and a lot of bourbons partaken.
It's not even that. It's bedtime.
Well, that's
true.
Yeah.
You hate to say it like it, but it is.
Yeah. You mentioned Coach Davis. Get well wishes to Tim. You know, he's kind of gone through one of those rough patches in health, but I know on the way up to the studio, you're saying he's on the way back, and that's
back
great.
Home. He's on the way back. He's still sitting at home trying to do his AD things because he still wants his programs to run. Yeah, want the school to run well. Yeah. So, you know, everybody throw prayers up for Coach Davis. Coach McKay is going through a little health problem too, I think, with diabetes.
Oh yeah.
So you know, prayers for them, but. One thing about it is, once you get older, you gotta deal with things like that. So, I'm just thankful that they are still around.
Amen. I agree. And you mentioned Coach Marks, man. He is one of absolutely. And I've told him this many times. He is one of my heroes. He really is.
Mine too.
He is Marion County athletics through and through.
Yes. Yes.
Started at St. A. Yes. All the way through. Everybody knows Danny Marks.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
Yes.
Yeah. Guys, I mean, this has been a great show.
It's been a great show.
This has been a great show. We got to do, I don't know, you know, we've talked about we're going to have Tim on. Yeah. Tim Davis, we had some preliminary conversations with Tim, and he's like, I absolutely want to do it. And then he had his health problems. I would love to have you and Tim on to talk about some of those old 93 and past days. I think that would be so cool. I'd love to have Trent Milby in sometime, because I think just to hear the stories. And you mentioned Trent, and Trent did some things that kind of ruffled some feathers, but he knew, because he had he knew what it was going to take, and look at the results.
Yes.
But I would love to have Trent on and talk about the 2013, sort of the behind the scenes of the 2013, and even going back to when little Epps came up as a sixth grader.
Absolutely.
That was the beginning.
Yes, it was.
Give a shout out to Sis Roby. She took a tumble yesterday, all bruised up playing pickleball. Look. There is nobody tougher than Sis Roby. I don't care what anybody says. She's tough as nails. She'll get better.
I love it. I love it that to hear she's out there playing pickleball. And I'm sure she's.
Did you trip her?
Look, don't tell her. She hasn't figured it out yet.
Well, she's gonna know now. She's gonna know now.
If you're not cheating, you're not trying. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hear you. Oh my goodness.
All right, guys. Hey. be careful going home. It's deer season, all right? So gotta watch out for them damn deer. I'll tell you.
Deer season.
You just hang out around me, they don't pop out around me, evidently. It's bad news. Good
You guys,
stuff.
you big guys, let's finish this one up with you guys be careful because of it's deer season.
Man, come on.
Eagle Rare, you need to stay off the Eagle Rare.
Oh, man, I'm out of the sports center. I don't know how to act.
Lord have mercy. All right,
Good
God
stuff.
bless you. It's been a great show. For Two Shots on a Barrel, I'm Jimbo.
I'm J-Bo. See you later, Indiana boys. What y'all doing?